Hey everybody, how are you? Hope you are well. Before we get started, do me a favor, hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell next to it so that you will not miss the episode. So, what we're going to talk about today is what is going on with oil. So, oil prices have hit a 10-month high. First and foremost, if anyone is out here trading oil, please get in touch with me ASAP. My contact info will be below. I'm going to bring you onto the show and we're going to talk about trading oil. However, if this is a secret that you're keeping and you don't want to expose it, then you don't have to expose it, but you can just get in touch with me and I will keep your secret for you. But if you're willing to share, come on the show and we'll share what you are doing as pertaining to trading oil. All right. It could be you or someone you know. So, in regards to trading oil, obviously, this is something that people are doing and it's big. It's generating huge, massive amounts of money. This is an article taken from CNN. Actually, they're talking about oil prices. There are people out here who follow oil. So you got people out here following stock market, you got people following trends in real estate, you got people following trading, you got people following crypto, you got people following precious metals. Everyone has their different interests. Then there's some people out here who are specifically trading oil, right? And that is very quiet. Like, do you know anyone who does that for a living personally? So, okay, this article, oil prices have hit a 10-month high after Libya flood catastrophe. So, oil has increased to $92 a barrel. So, what happens is Libya is in trouble. They've been in trouble for a long time now, but they've had this big flood that hit. So, what does that have to do with oil? It disrupts their oil exports. So, obviously, Libya is one of the places that has oil, and people get the oil from Libya, right? Don't you find that interesting that countries that some would consider poor are the ones that hold all of the wealth in their land? Don't you think that's interesting? Well, Libya has oil. This flood is hindering the export of oil. So, what does that mean? When there is a shortage of anything, the price increases, right? There's a higher demand, so people are willing to pay more for it. So, this flood has impacted oil exports from Libya. So, according to the article, there were 1 million barrels of oil per day in August. So that's how much oil they're getting from them. 1 million barrels of oil per day. I mean, that doesn't even sound right, does it? Does that sound right to you? Well, that's what the article says. 1 million barrels of oil per day in August. So you can take that number or leave that number, you know, take it or leave it. But just get the general ideal is that Libya is rich in oil. All right. And this flood is hindering their export. So, with the number of ports, they are not able to export. Hence, you're going to have to pay more money to get it. There is a higher demand. So, aside from what's going on in Libya, their big flood catastrophe blocking the export of oil, Russia and Saudi Arabia, they are also cutting their supply. Saudi Arabia, uh, is major when it comes to oil. They are cutting their supply. And so higher demand means higher prices. So there are people that are very, very, very interested when it comes to oil. So oil is low. Now some kind of catastrophe hits, some kind of flood, some kind of war. So you're going to have to pay more. So the price is up. So you buy it low, you sell it high. And what the people, they're not concerned about catastrophe. What they're concerned about, there's profit in between these two. See, like in between this two, that's the money that they're making, right? So you buy it here, and now oil is up. This is a big article in the news. Oil is up. And so this gap in between these two places, that's the profit that people are seeing, all right, that are into this whole oil thing. So some people are on the end of gaining all this money. On the other side of this, people are suffering. So Libya, they had the big flood that I just mentioned. So Libya, if you forgot about Libya, remember that Libya, um, they still have slaves. They still have slavery over in Libya. So you know how we were liberated from slavery, and people talk about slavery as if it was a thing from the past. Well, slavery is still going on in Libya. So, according to the article, as a result of the flood, 2,000 dead, 10,000 missing. Okay, they say 10,000 are missing, but in actuality, we know where these people are. All right, there's all kind of things going on in Libya, and I'm going to give you some examples. All right. Human trafficking. They human traffic people over in Libya. Women, children, they traffic them. They have smugglers that come and get them. They still sell, they still buy, and they still torture Black people over there. So remember, like in history, the auction block, where they would put people on a block and auction them off. People would be bidden, just like they're not even a human being. And then the other people would be over here bidding for them, like they're bidding for a car or something. Remember that, the auction block in history? Well, that's what they're doing over in Libya. They're still selling and buying people. That's what's going on, right? They are kidnapping people. They are abusing people. And then some people are tricked. They get into this by trickery, um, with hopes of crossing from this place to another place like Europe or whatever. They promise that they're going to help them cross over the Mediterranean to get to this other place of safety. But it's really just a lie, a trickery or whatever. So, slavery is still going on in Libya, just in case you forgot about Libya. Don't you find it interesting that none of this is covered on the news, on television? None of this is on television. And so it's like out of sight, out of mind. And that is your media for you. Right? So, um, I just said that to say that people are making money off of oil, but it is at the expense of other people who are really going through something. And you think you're going through something? So they're going through something. Right? So this is what is going on. Oil prices have hit a 10-month high. And people who trade oil are very happy right now. All right. So if you are in this world of trading oil, contact me. And if you want to keep it a secret, we'll keep it a secret for you. I'll keep it a secret for you. All right. So before you leave, do me a favor, hit that like button. And if you are not a subscriber, do me a favor, hit a subscribe button and notification bell next to it so that you will not miss an episode. Thank you for watching and have a good rest of your nights. Bye for now.